and welcome to another episode of Practical IT. In this episode, we are going to take a look at the Snowflake SSH Client, and we are using our Solus 4.1 Mate Edition VM to demonstrate this. Now, the first thing I should point out is that there is not a native package available for Solus. But if you go to the GitHub site for Snowflake SSH, you will find that there is a generic Linux version that's a bin file. And you simply download this through your method of choice, whether through the web browser or wget, and you'll end up with the bin file in your downloads folder. Once you get this, all you have to do is go to the terminal. And let's see if we can get up here. Go to the terminal and enter the command sudo chmod +x and the name of the bin file. And then you run it with sudo /snowflake, etc. And it will install in opt snowflake. And then you execute that, and you're presented with this screen right here. So if we say new connection, well, it gives you, very similar to PuTTY on Windows or other platforms, it gives you a session manager. And we're going to say Ansible master host 172.16.74. Okay, host name is 172.16.74.236. Port 22. Username is Ansible. And enter your password. And then you can just say connect. And you'll get the standard authenticity of host. It's blah, blah, blah. Can't be established. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. And so much like FileZilla, you'll be presented with the dual pane view here, the file browser view. But if we go to terminal, you have the terminal view just as if you were on that machine. And so I can go to my platform and enter commands just as if I were connected to that machine. If you're managing a large number of machines, I can see where this would be handy. Let's take a look at something else here. From here, I can also take and copy some of these other IP addresses and make a new connection. New site, web server, paste in the host, user, Ansible, and we can connect to that one as well. Unable to connect. Do you want to retry? No. And that machine is probably off. And I'm checking on my other machine, and it doesn't show as off, but we'll see why this might be doing that. Where do I get back to my connections? New connection, web server 172.16.74.177. Connect. Yes, I want to retry. And that's kind of odd. So we can go back, connect to Ansible master, and it's all good. And let's see, let's try app server 172.16.74.179. Copy, new connection, new site, app server. And apparently it doesn't like that one either. But that's all kind of interesting because come back here. We can go from the Ansible master to web server without any problem. We can go from Ansible master to app server without any problem. And to DB server 2, and I think that's up. Yep. And without any problem. Yeah, Snowflake is an interesting piece of software. While you're connected to a machine, you can do system monitoring and get cute little graphs, which is all and good. Disk space analyzer, active transfers. There's some Linux tools. So system information, services through systemd, and then processes and ports. Got SSH keys, which I'm not going to show, and network tools, so ping, port check, trace route, and DNS lookup. Can disconnect. We've got a few things in settings for terminal type. We'll set the dark terminal theme. Say OK. And then, of course, your About screen, which is showing its version 1.0.4. So, yeah, it's an interesting option for SSH on Linux machines. And it is available on Windows. There's a deb package for Ubuntu, Mint, and Debian, the generic Linux installer, and a portable jar file, which should run on any machine that has Java 13 on it. So let's take a look at their website here real quick. And it lists several features, most of which we've taken a look at. Shows some screenshots, most of which we have gone through. Built-in terminal and command snippet. So yeah, this is a little more full-featured than PuTTY, aimed at connecting to mainly Linux machines, but I suppose you could connect to Macs or BSD type machines as well. Some of the tools may or may not work if you were to do so, but this is a handy little program to know about. And you can find it at github.com/subhra74/snowflake. And just out of curiosity, the developer does have a few other projects on their GitHub repository that you may want to check out just for good measure. On that note, I'd like to thank you for making it to the end of another Practical IT video. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment now to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon for notifications of future videos. We are rapidly pushing towards not only the 200 video marker, but we are also working towards the 1,000 subscriber goal, and we should reach that goal by early March 2020. On that note, I thank you once again. Have a great day.